When's the last time you fixed your settings? 6 seasons passed since the last time I did one of these, so let's look at the settings I currently use, which you can apply with your own settings if you think they can help you play the game a little bit easier. But not as easy to play as today's sponsor, Rocket League Sideswipe. This game is so easy to pick up and play from anywhere, from your bed to your living room, and even when you're skydiving. Whether you've played Rocket League before or you're a complete beginner, you'll be scoring goals in no time. You can enjoy private matches with your friend or play sweaty and competitive matches online with players around the world with the chance to climb your way up and reach the worldwide leaderboards. With that, you can unlock new items in the Rocket Pass each season just by playing online matches. Earn rewards based on your rank once the season ends by climbing as high as you can playing the competitive modes. And that's not the best part yet. You can unlock new items to put some bedazzle on your car from thousands of customization combinations with items like cars, wheels, decals, and more by just playing. Really make your car as an expression of yourself, you know? In addition to 1v1 and 2v2 modes in soccer, that's soccer with cars by the way, be sure to check out hoops mode, offline play, and training. Quick chat stickers are also there to hype up your teammates or talk smack against your opponents. And here's the best part. Every match is fast paced. You can ignore the laws of physics because cars really fly in this game and explore unique game mechanics that are really fun to play with. Rocket League Sideswipe features unique songs, EDM artists, iconic cars, and a whole lot more. Rocket League Sideswipe is available on iOS and Android, and you can download and install it by clicking my link down the description. Thanks to Rocket League Sideswipe for sponsoring this video. Today, we're going over basic settings, controls, audio and graphics settings, as well as my current sensitivity. Let's get right into it. Going on to basic settings, I have aim assist on because it just makes flicking and tracking targets all the more easier, which is helpful in the current AR meta. Quick run from prone has always been on for me, so I don't have to press an extra button if I want to sprint away in desperate situations. Fixed R fire button turned on allows you to place your ADS to fire button anywhere on your screen and make it stay there, or else it will cause you to begin your ADS animation whenever you swipe on the right side of your screen. Right fire button for fixed perspective turned on makes it so that tapping and holding your ADS to fire button won't affect your aim at all, whereas if you have it off, you'll be able to move your aim around without lifting your finger while holding down on the ADS to fire button. This setting only works if your ADS to fire button is on the right side. Fixed virtual joystick display position gives me less distractions and reminds me to hover my finger over a certain area so I can still have a pretty good feel as well as a clear view whenever I'm using my joystick. I place it right where my thumb lands and I keep it there. Continuous grenade throw is for when I have 2 tactical or lethal grenades on my loadout and spam throw them around the map without any delays. Quick weapon switch is very useful for switching weapons quick. So you'll be able to take down those persistent score streaks or switch to your pistol or melee right away. Split throw button is nice, so you don't have to tap on the teeny tiny switch button if you want to use one or the other. Just tap the one you need and yeet that nade. One tap weapon switch button makes weapon switching so convenient. Now I just place my primary and secondary weapon display at the side of my HUD to have lesser distractions in my field of view. Joystick auto sprint is for when I want to toggle things such as score streaks, the scoreboard, and action buttons while still being able to sprint around the map, granted that there aren't many enemies around me or when I'm trying to get cover. Perspective teammate is a personal preference. I just recently had it on and I'm made aware by the last video that this feature isn't available for other devices, but it's definitely nice to have to know where exactly your teammates are. This is sometimes asked in the comments, so I'll address it this time. Having hide prone button off will allow you to have the dedicated prone button so you don't have to hold crouch to prone. Personally, I have it on and it's useful for taking advantage of desync while in head glitches. Lastly, make sure you have ADS button for rotation off so your perspective won't be moved while you're tapping and holding the ADS button. Sometimes when I film these settings videos, I forget to turn it back off and it ends up messing my aim. I have the damage number on and set to 100 so I can have an estimate of the enemy's health. Because of my current HUD, The ADS setting I currently use is tap and hold to ADS, but for most users, tap to ADS or hybrid ADS works just as well. I have my sprint sensitivity set on 85. This is more of knowing how sensitive your joystick should be in order to control your joystick and easily switch from walking to sprinting whenever you need to. Having a bigger phone screen, I lowered my camera FOV just a bit from 80 to 75 to be able to spot enemies from range. Having too high of an FOV for some devices can make enemies appear like a single pixel from far away. For this new FOV setting, I just leave it on 50, but you can adjust this if you want to make your gun appear wider or a bit more narrow. Set it near to 0 and you'll have your gun taking more space in your screen, and near 100 to make it more compressed, appearing slimmer. My marker settings haven't changed. I still have both objective and item markers set to 70 scale and 50 opacity. Here's how my minimap looks in game, and here are the settings: 94 scale, 69 opacity, 64 map zoom, 72 icon zoom with minimap rotation and player in the center enabled. I have my callouts off because I don't usually play with a team. As for my controls, I am currently using a 5-finger claw HUD. For a quick rundown, I use my left middle finger for both the ADS button and the weapon switch button, left index finger for the fire button only, left thumb for the movement joystick, scoreboard, and activating score streaks as well. I use my right index finger for jump, prone, crouch, and reloading. Lastly, my right thumb for toggling the action buttons, settings, emotes, voice chat, game chat, and activating my operator skill. I have my joystick size at 85 to 90% if you wanted to know. I always have my graphic quality set to medium and have my frame rate to ultra. This allows me to get 90 frames per second on my Red Magic 6. I have anti-aliasing on, but it doesn't really improve your gameplay, so just have it off if you're playing on a low-end device. I also have realistic scope off because nothing is realistic about COD Mobile. For my effects, I currently use classic flare with the yellow color and get hit hint set to pink. I also have my explosion shake still off, so my perspective still stays steady even when I get hit with explosives. I believe I didn't change any of my audio settings, but here you can copy the values and it's optimized to hear footsteps better around the map. My acceleration setting is set to 140 speed acceleration, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. Here are my sensitivity values. You may notice that I have higher camera sensitivity values than firing, and that's because to account for the hidden change in sensitivities in the Season 10 update. In my current sensitivity, I took my old camera sensitivity from Season 9 and multiplied it by 1.25 and left my firing sensitivities untouched. For more explanation, you can check out the sensitivity videos linked down below. Settings is one of the things that's easy to overlook but can make a huge difference to our game if set correctly to enhance our gaming experience and our reaction time. Have you checked your own settings lately? That's it for today's video. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you haven't, because we're so near to 100k before the year ends. COD Mobile World Champs just ended and I found a lot of tips that can help individuals as well as teams to play the game better. Check them out right here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.